'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me.
First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know, I do have to give you a brief disclaimer, right? So I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind. I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Chosen ones, you already know my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume. Now, before we get started, as always, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribe, your gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you. Also, for those of you who are asking, after TikTok, since today is the final day, if you're asking how you could reach me, how you could see more of what I'm doing, so on and so forth, the link is in my bio, okay? So I only have one Instagram page, so if you want to know which one it is, it's the link in my bio. You can click on it and go directly to the page to follow. Also, I do have a YouTube. So going from live on here, it is going to resume on YouTube, okay? So for those of you, I would definitely, again, hit the link in my bio so that you could go to my YouTube page and subscribe to it because I have big things available that are going to start aligning for you, okay? Now, chosen ones, for those of you who do not know, I also still do have the buy one, get one free available for you for the 30-minute coaching sessions, all right? So that's a one-on-one conversation with you and I via phone. All right, we're going to talk about whatever God guides us to discuss. So chosen ones, that's going to be the past, that's going to be the present, that's going to be the future too. Certain cycles that's still connected to you, clarity for you, whether or not that individual is the person that you're supposed to select for you, opportunities, so on and so forth, okay? So again, the link's in my bio. Now, I do want to say, because this is the last day of TikTok, I want to say I appreciate all of you. I love you. I believe in you. So no matter what, chosen ones, just know that you're going to continue to achieve anything that you put your mind to, all right? Do not allow this to be an ending for you. Do not allow certain things to discourage you because it's putting you in position to the place that you've always supposed to be in, all right? So with this ended, just know that you have a beautiful new beginning. Also, for those of you who may not have had a huge following on TikTok, this is your opportunity to build something up. So now you're seeing the opportunity that you may have felt like you didn't take pertaining to this. Now you get to push your purpose in your, as far as your purpose on other platforms as well as in person. This is getting you out of your comfort zone, all right? So just know everything's aligning for you to assist you to where you're going to, all right? Now let's jump in. Chosen ones, there's a message for today, and since this is the last day for TikTok, I'm gonna come on here 4 times today for the live, all right? So join me. I got you. Thank you so much, Enigma. Thank you, baby. So let's start. First, chosen ones, the message for today, or the first message for today, surrounds karma. And I say this, thank you again, beautiful. I say this because right now there's certain individuals that are going through karma based upon what they intended for you, what they try to lead you to or deter you towards, as well as certain spells that they were speaking on you. Now, stay with me, chosen ones, all right? Thank you, babies. Now, I say this because there's a certain thing that's happening right now. So one, there has been people that have been spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically attacking you or attempting to attach themselves to you. These are people who try to speak ill intentions on you. These are people who try to do black magic to mess with your health. These are people that try to, again, do destiny swappings because they wanted what you had as well. These are people who try to make you depressed, make you stressed, almost take yourself out in a sense, chosen ones, because they didn't have the strength to do it. Now, I say this because, again, all the magic that they were sending to you is now getting returned to them. You ain't have to do no return to sender, because if you do a return to sender, then guess what that means? You're going to get the same karma and consequences as those demons, because you're doing the same thing as them. You don't match energy, you maintain yours. You understand me? So when I say that, chosen ones, when people are sending ill intentions towards you, you don't say, oh, I return to sender, or I send it back. You just say decline that offer towards you. So think about if somebody sends you a package that you no longer want to accept. And if you accept it, then you're going to be responsible of the cost that it takes for you to send that back, right? See, you could either receive it, what they're giving, and then send it back to them, which you'll be charged for it, or you have to put in all this work and effort in order for them to get what it is that they sent to you. Or chosen ones, you can simply decline it, not accept that offer, not accept that invitation, not accept that energy from that individual. So you decline it means that they're responsible for getting that energy back to them. So that means that whatever they sent to you, they're going to be receiving it. See, when I tell you, chosen ones, there's certain people that were befriending you in order to betray you. There are certain people that were recruiting other individuals to work a certain type of way towards you. I'm talking about they recruited a lot of individuals. So these are people that lies are spells too. So people that were saying lies to certain individuals around you that had them viewing you negatively. This is certain people that was paying practitioners to try to play in your energy. These are people that tried to cause chaotic magic around you, meaning that certain people were going to down you, certain things were going to seem crazy, so that you, thank you so much, baby, so that you took that as far as personally, you took that energy. Absolutely not. You understand me? So you're no longer claiming certain things, you're declining them. You understand? But let me say this, chosen ones. You have to realize the variety or the expand of the spells that people were speaking. So I'm going to go down as far as the categories. The first, some of you had family that had spells on you. These are people that were speaking spells on you. Some of them were on some voodoo, hoodoo, Santa Maria type tip. Some of this was your actual family or extensions to it. So these are people that you may knew or knew the people that you were connected to before they conceived you. And I say this because there's a variety of ways people are attacking. So the first category is those of you who have been getting attacked based upon your family dynamic, your cycle. So these are mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. You understand me? Cousins, aunties, grandmothers. These are also certain third-party energies that were connected to your parents as well. So for instance, some of you had father figures that had another feminine that they were dealing with. That feminine got upset because he chose your mother, so they did spells on you. So they prayed negatively on your mother's womb. So therefore they spoke certain spells on you. So they said that when you were born, you were going to be restricted. They said that you was going to have health issues. They said that there were certain bad things that was going to come with you being born. They also tried to send magic to have that parent leave you, desert you, whatever the case may be. So there's certain magic that you were experiencing that was not directed towards you because of something that you did, but because of who you was connected to. Thank you so much, beautiful. So with me saying this, all right, there's some of you where you're, again, your mother's ex-partner, your father's ex-partner. There's some of you where your family was jealous of your mother or father. So they did certain spells on them. And because they conceived you, that spell trickled over on you too, right? So chosen ones, when I say, you got to think about this. This is equivalent to, you know, in the Bible, when they heard that God was about to have a son be born and that this son was going to change the world and was going to change the dynamic and save everybody, and how they went to highs and lows to try to stop any child from coming in because they didn't want to take risks that this was the child that was going to change the dynamic. See, that was you, chosen ones. Not saying as far as that you was Jesus, but again, you have to realize that some of you was in the Bible too. You just don't realize it, right? So there's some people that tried to sabotage you before you was even born. It had nothing to do with you, but they knew what you was going to do for these people or how you was going to perform. They knew that you was going to break them from certain karmic cycles. They knew that with you came love, attention, as far as protection, all of those things. So they tried to, one, do spells on them to keep you from coming in, but God has the end all say all, right? So God still had you come in, kept you protected. So just in that nick of time, you was able to be conceived in a sense, right? So perfect timing. Now, not only that, chosen ones, you were going through cycles because, again, a lot of them didn't want you to be born. So that's almost like they had death chasing you in a sense. They kept trying to send certain negative energy towards you. They kept having ill intentions towards you. They kept wishing death on you because they felt like you was the reason on why they didn't have their dreams come true. So some of you, again, were getting attacked from people that were third-party energies based upon your parents. So they spoke certain spells, right? And if your parents didn't raise their vibrations, that rubbed off on you as well. So then you was getting hit with the energy that didn't belong to you, but was going towards these individuals. Now, let me say this. Not only that, chosen ones, some of you actually were getting attacked from certain family dynamics. So this is a jealous sibling. This is a jealous auntie. This is a jealous grandmother. This is certain people who spoke spells on you. So they had favoritism in certain family members, so they wanted you to go through negative and wanted to protect these individuals. These are the people that no matter what you did for them, they never showed you love, attention, or recognition. They never appreciated it. They never showed you reciprocation. These are people that they would sacrifice you to save another individual. They would take what it is that you're willing to give them because in a sense you were buying or bribing them in order to get certain attention, whether or not you was buying physical things for them, paying for certain bills for them, or whether or not you was just doing everything that you can to have them give you some type of attention that they never did. So there's certain people that were speaking spells on you. No matter what you did, this mother made it seem like you was never going to grow up to be anything. Oh, you just like your daddy. Oh, you look just like your mother. Oh, you just like so-and-so's no good ass. They were speaking certain spells on you, right? Keeping you restricted, keeping you in your head, keeping you limiting. That's what created cycles that you're currently in. See, I told you, chosen ones, I do have books that's coming for you, chosen ones. I also do have audios for certain specific chapters of my book. So just know I'll have that available for you. The link's in my bio. Go to my booking page. You'll see everything start to update as it comes in, okay? Now, with me saying this, they were speaking certain spells on you that was limiting you. They had you in your head. Oh, that hair color doesn't look good on you. So you believed it too. So you start speaking that spell on you too. So every time you seen or wanted to try something new, you doubted you because of what these individuals spoke on you. Oh, they told you that you need to lose some weight. So then you started to speak that spell on you. You started to down you. Every time you looked at you, you started to feel either you started to lose weight because of what they said, or you started to gain weight because you wanted to rebel against what they said to you. Either way, they had you in your head, had you working against you, right? So I say pay attention because these are people that were speaking spells on you. There's certain mothers that are mad that you're achieving certain things that they persuaded themselves that they couldn't do. So this is certain mothers that speaking spells on you because they're jealous of you. They had kids, so they felt like they was limited. And you're somebody who had children, but you continue to chase your dreams and admirations. So they're mad because to them, they come up with the excuse to accept their circumstances because they felt like it was something that couldn't be done. Now, they gave birth to somebody who changed the whole dynamic and is going to complete those things that they didn't do. So, chosen ones, some of you have parents that are restricting you. Some of you have people that are so dependent on you in your presence that they'll keep you restricted and in your head, making you feel like you don't want to move away from them because they're dependent on your energy in a sense. These are people who try to live through you. These are people that are your parents that try to act like they're your partner because they don't want you to talk to another individual. They don't want you to give to the people like you give to them. So this could be mothers who overstep boundaries for their sons because soon as they know that their sons provide for them. If they need something, they're going to buy it for them. But if their sons have another feminine, that means that they're going to give their attention to them and they feel like they're losing out on something instead of gaining their independence. So you have to realize that certain people have been speaking spells on you. Your love life has been getting tarnished because these people don't want you to have true love come through. Because if you do, you're going to show them that they, one, couldn't obtain the things that you were able to get. Two, it makes them look stupid because all the things that they spoke against all loud and wrong are now coming into fruition. And three, chosen ones, is because you're receiving certain things or giving certain things that they'll no longer get. They was using you as far as an instrument, right? So I'll tell you, be mindful, okay? Because there's certain people that they only want you around based upon the fact that they don't want you to give to somebody else. And there's some people that only want the people that you want because they see that this person will do certain things for you and they want them to do it for them. So you have to realize that there's certain relationship dynamics that hasn't been working out, and not because that person is the demon, but because people are doing magic to keep you from seeing certain things about them and from them seeing those things about them or you too. So you have to realize there's certain partners that you thought was a karmic because yes, they didn't raise their vibration. They didn't pay attention to their intuition. So because they didn't pay attention that certain people had ill intentions, they may have made certain choices that may not have been beneficial for you. But the people were sending black magic to you, but you raised your vibration so it didn't have a way to interfect or impact you, right? So there's some people, chosen ones, where I'm telling you, you're going to end up being with these individuals, and you could have had a little rocky road in a sense. And I don't mean, see, again, not everybody's situation. This is not a one size fit all. So if you want to know if it applies to you, come to me. The link's in my bio. You already know. If we got a coaching session, I'm going to go through everything. You ain't going to have no questions afterwards, all right? You want to know about this person, I'm going to tell you everything. I ain't going to tell you may not be what you want to hear. Some of it is what you want to hear, but you need confirmation. You want to see things clear. I got you. All right. But again, some of you, the person has not been able to get it ready up until this point because they had past exes prior to you meeting them. So some of the people that you've already been connected to, you gave up on that individual because you felt like they was in a karmic loop. The whole time you ain't realized that the person that they was connected to prior to you, or the place that they were at prior to you, those people were doing black magic on them to keep them in a karmic cycle. So this is that ex that's saying, oh, so-and-so ain't never going to be shit. They going to cheat on everybody they come in contact with. That's speaking a spell. So if that person is not raising their vibrations up, they're going to feel that energy people are sending, and they're going to end up playing that position, right? So there's some people that were ancient ass individuals to you because of an ancient ass person that did spells on them to keep them in that loop. You have to know that, right? There's certain people that want you to question other individuals' integrity. So they want you to question, because some things are not always what it appears to be. Some things seem like a lie, but it's the truth the whole time. But because it sounds a little off, you question about it, right? But there's some things, chosen ones, where that person may not have told certain deep truths to you. They could have told you what you needed to hear, but they may have wanted to keep you out of certain karmic loop. They wanted to keep you from being attacked. They wanted to clear certain things up before they came back, whatever the case may be. So be mindful. Don't you be speaking spells on you or people too. But I say this because karmics are now getting karma, and I want to show you how this is going to be pertaining to you, right? So the people who try to sabotage your finances. So these are people who felt like people liked you, seen something about you, but felt like, oh, well, everybody's going to choose you, or this is going to get presented to you, so they wanted to stop it. So there's people that wanted you to be lacked in confidence. So they didn't want you to even try for certain things because they wanted you to assume you wouldn't get it. So this is like not entering competitions. This is not you posting certain music because you feel like people are going to talk shit. You're bringing that energy in. Why would you bring that attention? Why would you even, again, when I tell you pertaining to the evil eye, some people don't like to hear this, but you out here rocking the evil eye, talking about you're preventing evil eyes from coming towards you. No, that's like you getting their attention, so they're moving towards you thinking it's a like individual. You're attracting evil eyes by that, okay? So this is like if you're wearing a blue shirt, it's all category, a blue shirt, a red shirt, a green shirt. If you're rocking blue and I'm on a blue team, I'm going to think, oh, we're on the same team. So when you're rocking the evil eye, although your intentions is to blind all evil eyes, you're actually getting their attention. You're actually beaming it, so they're thinking that they're familiar with you, and you bring that to you. Watch it, chosen ones. All right. So a lot of the time, chosen ones don't rock the evil eye. You rock the eye of Horus. Okay. That's different. That is intuitive. That's ancient Egyptian. Not everybody got it. So some of you may not rock it, but be mindful, right? As far as when you're rocking certain pieces, there's some of you that's out here rocking crosses. Now listen, chosen ones. If they say Jesus was nailed to the cross Why the fuck would you have a cross on talking about as a reminder? Ray, your cousin, got shot down. Why the fuck? That's like you rocking a 45 or an AK to symbolize his life. And that's how he got taken out. So-and-so died in a car accident, so you out here rocking a car to remember what so-and-so did. Absolutely not. It's different if you was rocking a Jesus piece, but know who you rocking. See, there's certain things, chosen ones, you hear what people say and you just go with it. No. Some people are reciting the Bible and don't even know what it's saying. They just repeating certain shit. They ain't comprehending it, right? That's like in school when the teacher has you read something and then asks you questions about what you just read, but your ass wasn't even tuned in. You was just repeating certain shit that they said. See, watch that, all right? See, there's a lot more things to it than what you seem, and that's why I told you, chosen ones, follow me on YouTube, because I'm also going to start a trippy channel where we're going to talk about things that people are uncomfortable talking about, all right? Bringing certain clarity to certain things. But with me saying this, right, chosen ones, you have to realize if they're saying everything in the Bible was prophesized, this is what I tell you, stop doubting you. Because one, you got to realize that some of you are the individuals that you're reading about in the Bible too. You're not realizing that if you believe in reincarnation, you believe in certain things that they say. So you mean to tell me, chosen ones, that you could not be somebody that I already know I'm Noah's people. You ain't got to tell me. See, I ain't going to tell you everything about my timeline as far as what I got inside, but chosen ones. You ain't going to tell Noah, and then that might have been a great uncle to me. You heard me? Because what did Noah do? He was minding his business, a carpenter, just building certain shit. He was in his element. All of a sudden, God got a hold of him and was like, hey, yo, see, I like what you doing. You minding your business, right? You just staying in your own bubble, right? Okay, cool. See, I got something going on. See, God knew who he was talking to. That's why I say when people try to put a certain mold on you, you're supposed to display this way. God chose the people who going to stay in their authenticity. God sits there. When I first started, people used to talk so much shit to me like, you're not supposed to talk about God and then be cussing at the same line. Baby, God knew who he was giving a gift to. See, you got to realize God will have certain translators in a sense to translate certain things to you. See, when he was telling you certain things, you wasn't comprehending it. You wasn't getting it. So he going to bring somebody that's bilingual in a sense to bring things down for you so that you understand it. See, baby, God knows who he's selecting. See, God also chose you, chosen ones, because you don't question him. You was in your own zone, minding your business. Everybody else was being phony as shit, trying to do things to get his attention. Other people out here, he could see through the soul. They not really doing what they want to do. They just doing it because they want to get a hold of them. See, God seeing you like, oh yeah, that's cool, but you mind your business. Went back to working whatever the case, right? So God sat there and got Noah, was like, hey yo, listen, I see that you a real good builder. I got a project for you. See, everybody gonna call you crazy. Noah's like, man, I don't even rock with these people. What happened? They called me crazy already. What happened? So God told them all about that. Everybody called him crazy until them floods started to come in, right? They called him crazy until that water came, right? And by then, a lot of them, it was already too late. See, God got you building something that nobody else understands your vision. They not equipped to. See, these other people, chosen ones, God didn't trust with certain messages, certain information, and certain strengths and gifts. He gave that to you. You understand me? So when I say that you are who you're reading about in the scriptures, you just got to know yourself. It's a different name. See, when God said in the Bible, I am, that means he comes in many names. So he's Jah, he's Allah, he's God, he's Yahweh. But you got to make sure, chosen ones, no disrespect, but some of y'all keep saying in Jesus' name and saying amen. Watch that. Because God is many things, but don't limit him to amen. Also, as far as Jesus, you have to know Jesus was a prophet. Don't put all your power in him. No disrespect. I don't got nothing against Jesus. But you got to know God. That's like you having a phone, right, that's going dead. And you sitting there praising the charger, but the charger is nothing if that electricity isn't connected to it. So you got to make sure that you're giving God the glory. You got to make sure that you're acknowledging God. Don't keep just saying in Jesus Christ, because if you go down that rabbit hole and you realize that the Jesus that's being symbolized is not the Jesus that God is, that's really divine, that was really somebody's partner that they made into a certain light, I'm trying to tell you. So be mindful, all right? Now, when I say this, chosen ones, You got to realize that you are a reflection of God. So you are a God, you are a goddess, but you're not the God. He put a part of him in you. You understand me? He gave you certain tools that you can activate. So this is like a pop-up generator in a sense, right? He gave you certain abilities that when other things is absent, other people have the ability to plug in. They need clarity, they can plug into you, they see things clear. They need energy, they can plug into you if you're in the vicinity, and certain things like they now can see things. They can have access to certain things. So know that. Right? God gave you certain gifts. Not everybody has chosen ones. That's why the devil's mad. That's why they try to tell you not to use them, right? Oh, don't use your intuition. Why? Because you know too much. Oh, they don't want you to speak on what's going to happen to them, because if you speak it, they start to see it, right? So speak what you seek, and that's what you start to see. Now, when I told you justice is coming in, it's coming in. So those people who try to keep you from certain relationships, those people who try to do destiny swaps, so they try to keep you and your partner beefing, and they went to a karmic and they tried to imitate you too. So this person tried to act like you're divine masculine. She tried to imitate you, a divine feminine, or vice versa. Switch it out how it pertains to you. But people try to sit there and destiny swap. Absolutely not. They can't do it if you doing you, chosen ones. So nobody can take what God has from you, but they can be holding on to it unless you're doing what you're supposed to do. So you're supposed to be a top musician. Everybody's supposed to know your music. You're supposed to change the dynamic, because I told you healers come in various forms. So you thinking that a healer just comes from people using you. No, healers come in the form of music. You're not just taking them down a bad road. You getting them through it, right? So when you're making music, sometimes it's good to record in that time period when you feeling that shit. Not no auto-tune. You got to have that real voice. They need to feel that instance. You understand me? So there's some of you healers through music. Get on your shit. You understand? I don't care if you on that little band lab. Start recording. If you can't afford somebody to make a beat, okay, then your ass need to start beatboxing in. Or you need to go back to the old school when we doing certain things acoustic or acapella in a sense, right? But music. Chosen ones. If you are a healer and you do music, do music. Don't think about, oh, what's going to sell. Nah, you aligning with your true tribe. So the people who's supposed to align with you are going to find you. You just be you. You just keep that light shining bright so they can see you. You hear me? Now, with this chosen ones, not only this, as far as some of you healers come in the form of not just music, but it's your passion. So you could do hair and you love what you do. So every time you braid a braid, you sitting there braiding love into that individual too. You keeping your vibration so high because you're doing something that you truly love and that you truly enjoy. So therefore you're putting love into that. Food. You can feel the difference between somebody who loves what they do and they just doing it to get paid. You can feel the difference through the fluctuation of energy that you had that whole day. So if you a chef, baby, do that. I don't care if you think if you got to start out your crib, baby, get your LLC though. Pay that one something for it, all right? Only because the enemy's going to try to come up and try to stop you. If you're not legal, they're going to try to block you. They're going to try to report you. No, I don't care if you're doing it out of your kitchen. That's what you can do. That's what your ass going to do then, right? You're going to start somewhere, okay? Chosen ones, you keep thinking that you need to start big. Nah, baby, let's build that momentum up, all right? Build that momentum up. Let's build that cardio before you do that marathon, right? So as far as this, you starting as a chef. Okay, cool. Get your LLC so nobody could try to do nothing legally against you. You sit there and perform your food. You start giving out samples, or you go to where people are gravitating towards what you want. You, again, chosen ones, you can have something that seems way different, and that's what everybody wants. Like, damn, I ain't had pickles, hair, clothes, whatever the case may be. Be you. Stop trying to be everybody else, or stop worrying about everybody else's perspective. Because if you minding your business, that's when you're going to get the most attention. When you focus on you, people are going to inquire about you. You understand me? So go, all right? This is the time to do it. So this is the time to align with like minds. We building businesses, okay? This is you, chosen ones. How I told you, I'm building a tribe. So I'm building like minds. If you somebody who's a teacher, and whether or not you have your platform or not, but you real passionate about it, you know that you have a positive energy to you. Okay, shit. Well, guess what? I got a lot of things in store for you. I got some chosen ones comedy coming up where we going to do comedy shows where if you like to laugh, all right, come out with your people. We're going to enjoy ourselves. As far as we're going to have certain dances, we're going to have, God's telling me not to say everything, but you know I got you, okay? But I will say, chosen ones, those are you. in or around Marietta, Georgia. It's like 20 minutes from Atlanta. It's a few hours from the Carolinas to Florida. Come on out, all right? We're going to enjoy ourselves, be around like minds, but also chosen ones. That's an opportunity that if you have something that you want to do, okay, present it. And I'll definitely, we'll work on as far as collaborations or your business moves, right? Because I'm trying to tell you, it's bigger than this, all right? We building each other up. That's one thing that the demons do. The demons will put each other on to try to rob and destroy you. But chosen ones act so choosy on who they choose. I understand that. You got to be careful who you select. But chosen ones, you got to step up in your position. You got to invest in like minds. You got to sit there and be with certain people who have that same vision or on that same type of time, okay? So don't be allowing these demons to discourage you from being social with like-minded individuals. No, this is the time to socialize with people that are like you, okay? But again, because this is the last day of TikTok, follow me on YouTube, chosen ones, all right? I got some things in store. We got some interview. We got some show. Again, God saying not to say too much, but we got some positive things going on, all right? But I do want to say this. I appreciate all of you who have been purchasing tickets. I appreciate you. Marietta, I look forward to seeing you. I definitely do. Chosen Ones, this also was encouragement for me to continue moving on to do different shows as well, right? Because, again, I want to make sure, you know, that's what. So, I'll say this. The link's in my bio. And I'm not saying this on trying to sell no shit. If the link's in my bio, it'll take you to all of my events. It'll also take you to my booking page if you want to book a reading. But it'll also take you to my YouTube and my Instagram too. Be mindful because there's fake pages that be reaching out to you, y'all. And that's why I don't follow everybody. So not trying to act bougie, but I don't follow people because there's fake pages that'll try to act like me and reaching out and saying, oh, I feel drawn to give you. I'll never do that. If I feel drawn to give you a message, I'm going to relate what I'm supposed to relate to you in that message. I'm not going to say, oh, come to me and book this. No, when you're ready to receive the message, you're going to divinely align. But I'm not here to force you because you got to be ready to receive that message at that time, right? So just know that. But chosen ones, just know that this is your season. A lot of people, karma is going to happen to them. So a lot of the demons, some of them already been dying, some of them about to be dead. Some of them about to lose tremendously. Don't confuse you getting things broken down to build up with theirs, all right? So God is removing certain things out of your life to put you in position like, oh, nah, this is extra. You ain't even got to worry about this. Like, we skipping this whole chapter and moving straight to this. So be in your abundant season. Do not go based upon what everybody else thinks of you. Don't sit there and question you. Don't doubt you. If God's telling you to do something, he's telling you to do it for a reason. It's the domino effect. If you don't do it, then everything else ain't going to connect them, right? So pay attention. But I will say I'll be back a little later, probably in the next hour or so, because since this is the last day, I want to make sure that I'm on here just in case you don't subscribe to my YouTube. I still want to make sure I get the last of the few messages over for you, okay? But this is your season. You heard me. Karma's coming in for them, but karma's coming in for you too. That's divine love. That's finally clarity. That's you getting broken out of these cycles. This is people starting to realize things that was happening. You got this, okay? So I love you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Like, I really do mean that, all right? So regardless of the outcome of TikTok, just know I believe in you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you put your mind to. You're going to continue to be successful because you already succeeding. You just may not see that about you. I'm trying to tell you, you're about to get bigger and bigger surprises on a positive aspect. You understand? So congratulations in advance. I love you so much. I'll speak to you soon, chosen ones. Be great.